She could have had triplets. Oh my God. Hi, Minnesota Travel Guy here for another Wednesday, where Minnesota Travel Guy speaks. I suppose there's probably some audio thing I can do with Adobe Pro and make that happen. Speaks. Still learning every day. So, hi, folks. How are you? It's another Wednesday. This is Minnesota Travel Guy Speaks number 9, if you can believe it. That's 9 times. I've been doing this for 56 days? I don't know. What's 9 times? I can't do math on the camera, so there you go. But anyway, it's number 9. 9 Wednesdays I've been doing this. And viewership has gone up every week. And it's strange to me, but this is my Minnesota Travel Guy Speaks is my highest viewed thing that I do every week. I would have thought the restaurant reviews were more important, and some of them have scored higher than my Minnesota Travel Guy, but you all like Minnesota Travel Guy Speaking, so here's to you guys. Thanks for letting me talk and just babble on about stuff that's important to me, and I guess maybe you can get something out of it too. So awesome. Welcome to Minnesota Travel Guy Speaks. It's Wednesday, November, was it 2nd? It's yeah, well, I'm actually filming it on Tuesday because this week we are so we're going to speak about 4 things this week. 4 things. We always do 4 things. So the first time is just kind of like, what's up with us, with business and family. I do have notes down here. So when you see me looking down here, yeah, I don't have it memorized. I don't. I suck. Next thing is going to be going to a leadership conference and visiting my grandkids. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And then number 3 will be my commercial, of course. You always have to have a commercial. I am a marketer, by God. Yes, and you should become one too. But we'll talk about that later. Oh, he's going to try to sell us stuff. Yes, I am. And then a little bit more about my story. The saga of Minnesota Travel Guy and Minnesota Travel Wife continues. And we'll get on to that. But first, before we go on to that, let's go on to number 1. Minnesota Travel Guy Speaks. Family and business. What's going on? What's up with the biz and family? The online business is doing pretty dang good. Viewership is going up again. We kind of had a little lull there where a bunch of people peeled off, and we dipped below 500, and it kind of pissed me off, quite honestly. But I've been told that just happens. You'll shed 100 people all of a sudden. It's just like, and when you get up into the thousands, 100 people doesn't really matter. But when you're at 500, 100 people matters a lot. So don't leave me. But anyway, we're back up over 500, I believe, as of the filming of this. We're at about 520. I still have the goal, and I still know I'm going to make it. I've got 6-8 weeks to make another 500, and it took about 6 or 8 weeks to get the first 500. So 500 subscribers by Christmas. Come on, folks, help me out. I have what's new with me in the business world. So Minnesota Travel Guy Industries is paying the bills, but we like to live we like to live nice and go places and travel. And I want to go see my brother in Florida this year. So I went ahead and I've really been getting in touch through these leadership conferences that I've been going to with my through line. What's truly and uniquely me, and so I went ahead and applied and knew I would get it. Accepted a job as the executive chef or the chef manager for a set of senior living facilities in a town about 30 miles away. I think there's 4 or 5 facilities and kitchens, and I'll be managing the kitchens and the cooks and creating menus, and that is really what I love doing. I love creating. I love the creative process, and I love feeding people. You guys have heard me say feeding people, and you know what? What better job than feeding the least of us? That's either the kids or the old folks. So I'm picking the old folks now until I can afford to fund Chefs for Humanity, which, remember, that's still on the table, and down the road I'm going to be asking you for money for that, but not tonight. What else? I guess that's the best part about taking this job this time, is I didn't need to. We were living just fine and doing fine, but I kind of wanted to. I like to treat Minnesota Travel Wife special and take her out to dinner and do nice things and travel, and we probably couldn't afford to do that quite yet. Down the road, as this thing builds, It won't be an issue. And I'll either be able to leave this job if should I want to, or keep it should I want to. It's a way different way of picking a job. Not one because I have to and I gotta get money or we're gonna die. And picking one, I literally picked a job that I knew I would love. And that's a big difference than just slaving away for, I mean, the last 9 years have been good years and my company treated me well, but 5 seconds after I told them I was leaving, they forgot my name and had the job offer in the paper, and it was goodbye to me. Restaurant world is cutthroat, which is why I offer this training. I offer this training to restaurant managers and owners. I know what you've been gone through. So anyway, I'm not doing that commercial yet, but anyway, sum it up to say, I took this job because I wanted to. I wanted to do something and feed the least of us. And it doesn't pay half bad either. So I can treat Minnesota Travel Life out a little bit. So I'll keep this job for as long as I need it, or I want it. And that is the really nice thing about that. There we go. We've already got one category done. Number 2, what was that? Oh, so this coming week, Wednesday, we leave for Denver, Colorado, actually Thornton, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver. And we are going to a leadership conference that I've already been to. But I want to walk this walk with my beautiful wife, who I love above no one else. And I want her to be on the same page as me. And some of the stuff that I talk about, she's like, really? Are you sure? I want her to be sure, just like I am. And these transformational conferences are just phenomenal. And if you ever get a chance to go to one, I would suggest go to one for that Todd Campbell does. He is very high up in the transformational world. But they're transformational. That's all I can say. People around you start wondering who the hell you are because you do act different. So I want her to walk with me on this journey into sales so that she can help me down the road. I want her to be my business partner down the road. The bonus about going to Denver, Colorado, is we contacted our son who lives in Colorado Springs, and on Thursday before the conference starts, we're going to have a few hours. So they're going to drive up with the grandkids, and we get to see the grandkids, all 3 of them, and we can't wait to see them. And we get to, we've been managing to get out there at least once a year for a while now, maybe even twice a year sometimes, and see those grandbabies. They're not babies anymore. I think there's 13 and 8 and 3. God, don't quote me on it. Sorry, you guys, if you're watching, but I suck at ages. But let me see what else I got on here. The reason I want Susie to come with me is through the years, we're going on 28 here soon. She has followed me on all my elusive dreams and schemes, if you know that song. Gladly, willingly, trustingly. And the universe has always provided at the end. We have always done really well and landed on a soft cushion. And I believe it's just because we expect the universe to treat us well. And I'm learning more and more about that universe, God, source, whatever you want to call them. I say God. I say universe on these videos just to be a little bit more universal. But however you want to call it, I just think that you're treated well when you're trying to do good things. That's where I will put it. And as she always says, this is not the first cliff she's jumped off with me, and it's definitely not. I'm hoping it'll be the last one, though. I mean, if we jump off any more cliffs, it'll be something like, okay, this year we're going to Florida, or we're going to Costa Rica for the winter. That's a good kind of cliff, and I want to do that in the next 2 or 3 years. Go to Costa Rica for the whole winter and just spend it down there. We loved Costa Rica when we were down there. That'll be tons more videos from the Minnesota Travel Guy traveling to Costa Rica. Hopefully we'll go to Costa Rica next year just for a visit. But anyway, that takes care of number 2. So we're going to a convention, going to Denver, going to Thornton, going to see the grandbabies. It's going to be awesome. We're leaving this week and come back next. So on to number 3. Oh, let's see, what did I have? Doesn't really matter. Anyway, commercial. Here's my commercial for two things this week. Not one, but two, because I'm a marketer, by the way. In case I haven't told you, I'm a professional freelance affiliate marketer. Lee Klocke, Minnesota travel guy. How you doing? Anyway, I am selling two things. You know about the first one, and that is education. Enrolling yourself in the same institute that I enrolled myself into, and getting educated in affiliate marketing and online. They actually train in three different things. I have enrolled myself in three different courses. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is exactly what I've told you before. It's selling other people's stuff. That's in a nutshell. That's what it is. You don't have to warehouse anything. You basically just bring customers to them, and they sell it. It's an awesome thing, and it is the new economy, whether people want to believe it or not. People are still going to be hanging on to those big malls and things like that. They are a thing of the past. They just don't know it yet. And you can see the malls drying up everywhere. People buy online, and they buy from people like me, people that want to sell them things that are in their through line, things that they agree with me on. If you don't agree with me on things, you're free to leave. There's 5.8 billion people on the internet. It's okay if you disagree with me. I'm okay with that. All right. So that link down there for the affiliate marketing, agency marketing, and agency marketing is simply becoming an agency, and you go to companies and sell your services so that they are ranked first in Google, and email marketing for them, and you do marketing for them. And I haven't broke into that yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that because I think there's some real money in that also. And then the third one is course writing. They will teach you how to write a course on how to do anything. You want to build a boat in your basement like my brother does? He could teach a course on that. And people would buy that. There's 5.8 billion people on the internet. All you need is a couple thousand of them that want to buy that from you, because that course alone would be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. How to build a boat in your basement. So Dave, my brother Dave, if you want to learn how to do that, push the button down there. I want to become an affiliate marketer, or an agency, or a course writer. They can handle all of that for you, and it starts with the blueprint. So push that link down there. Watch the videos. Decide for yourself. All right. Second thing, it's a brand new product. It's not brand new. I mean, everybody in the world probably knows about it already if you've watched CNN or Fox, which pretty much everybody has. It is Balance of Nature vitamins. And I will tell you what, about 30 days ago, I started them. And I'm kind of a no bullshit guy. I don't like selling things that I don't like or I don't believe in. I just won't do that. These things make me feel better. I don't know how else to tell you. I have more energy. My moods are better. And if you watch, and you can watch the videos on their line, there's multiple doctors, not just one doctor that they paid off, multiple doctors that prescribe them to people my age and older. But they're good for any age, to get back your vitality. I probably feel 10 years younger. I'm just going to say that after 30 days of taking them. And they have such a cool way of making them. It's actual nothing but, if you take the fruit pill, everything in that pill is fruit. And they actually dry the fruit and everything else in total darkness, because I guess light is what causes the actual vitamins. And I'm not a scientist, so don't quote me on any of this, but their process, I guess, allows more of those vital nutrients to stay in that fruit as it's drying. And then they grind it up into a powder and put it in a pill for you, and you're taking more than your recommended daily allowance, or I don't know. It's a good amount of fruit, and then there's a vegetable pill, and the same thing. They dry out the vegetables and grind it in a powder, so the only thing that you're taking is fruits and vegetables. And if you're like me, and like most of the people in this world, you are not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And it's amazing. I believe my eyesight has gotten better in just 30 days from taking these simple, Balance of Nature pills. The link down there will say, what did I say I was going to say? What did I say I was going to say? It'll say, give me the fruits and veggies. It'll say, give me the fruits and veggies. That's what I put down there in the link. It'll just be a hyperlink. Hit it. Go to the website and decide whether you want it. It's a 20% off. That link gets you 20% off of their normal prices. And give it a 30-day try. And then let me know about it when you're reordering for the second month. Because I know you will. Because they are that good. I'm just saying. It's Balance of Nature, fruits and veggies. And they have another one that's the complete set is fiber. Never had any issues on the fiber part of my body, but I know a lot of people do. And it's pure fiber in a pill. And it's fruits, veggies, and they sell a starter set of just those three, or you can buy a starter set of just the fruits and veggies. That's what I bought. And they're awesome. And I'm reordering. So there you go. There's a testimonial. There's 100 more online for you. And if you've ever watched CNN or Fox, they have all kinds of Balance of Nature vitamin commercials. So I highly recommend them. I'm 57 years old. I feel 47 in the last 30 days. And that's with getting over COVID. I had COVID about a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago now. So let's see what else I got. I think that is it on the commercial side. So hit those links, make me some money so I don't have to, so I can take Minnesota Travel Wife out to dinner. I won't lie to you. Of course I'm going to make money on it. Absolutely I will. Ooh, my light just went out. I have one light that doesn't like being have, but I think he can still see me, so we're going to press on. Oh, I have one apology to make, and I know that I did it like 2 or 3 different times. I have been trying to make a live video out on YouTube, a live cooking video demonstration on YouTube. And I think I've finally just come out with the knowledge after trying it like 5 different times. I just don't have the right equipment. So I'm in the process of getting the right equipment. If you got the notifications that I was going live to make a keto bomb, I really was. I had all the stuff ready, and the equipment just didn't allow me to do it. I can go live with no schedule. Like I can go live right now with my phone, and no problem, I can do that. But if I want to schedule it and make people aware of it, it takes a little bit more equipment, and I'm in the process of getting that. So I will go live that way when I have the equipment. Until then, I'll make the keto bomb film. I'll make the keto bomb video, and I'll just post it. And I might even do that tomorrow. I'm trying to get all my videos for the week done because I'm going to be traveling. And you know what it means when Minnesota Travel Guy travels? He hits mom and pops all the way through South Dakota and Nebraska and Colorado, and we get content for weeks and weeks and weeks. So all you mom and pops on the way from Fargo, North Dakota to Denver, Colorado, watch out. Minnesota Travel Guy is coming. And he's truthful. So, anyway, what do we got here? Onward to our story. We're going to continue. I'll give you just a little more glimpse of Minnesota Travel Guy, Minnesota Travel Wife's traveling together story. So we left off with I was rehabbing rental homes and watching the 2 boys and being Mr. Mom. I was literally making macaroni art at lunch with Tyler. When we were in these rental houses, we'd stop and I'd have a project for him, and we'd do ABCs. And well, Tyler is fairly much a genius. You're not going to get me to say this very, very often, Tyler, but I think I had a lot to do with it. I started teaching him when he was 1.5, 2 years old, and I taught him lots of things. He won't give me credit for it, but I'm going to give you credit for it. Anyway, we had a lot of good times together when he was a little kid, and still do to this day. We're more like friends than father and dad, so it's awesome. Moving on from that, the rental houses I worked for, and then down the road we kept the rental houses. I had them all rehabbed, and we were just renting them, and I was just doing the simple maintenance. And I actually got a guy who did a lot of the maintenance for me, so I could break away and get another job, because I like to treat Minnesota Travel Wife nicely. And I got my first job was for the very first Garmin fish finder plant in It wasn't Overland Park, but it's just south of Overland Park, Kansas. I can't remember the name anymore. But worked there for about a year. Hated it. Hate assembly line jobs. And I wasn't an assembly line worker, mind you. What I did was I troubleshot the units that came off the line and didn't work. So I would go in there and find the bad transistors and diodes, and I'd go in there and replace them. And it was still assembly line work. It really was. It was just, you had to be speedy and be fast. And I mean, a whistle actually blew when you went and had a 10-minute break. And it's not how Minnesota travel guy likes to live. It's not. I can do it, and I did it for a year to make the family money. We didn't have our kids yet. We had the 2 kids yet. Moving into that, well then actually after Garmin, I picked up a job with what eventually, it was 4 iterations later. I think it was Cell 1 when I first started working there. But through 4 different iterations, it became Verizon Wireless. It was right before Verizon Wireless bought us that we, in Kansas City, were the test market. And we engineered it and installed all the equipment for texting. Oh yeah, you're looking at the guy who helped create texting. But I remember at the time going, who in the hell is going to do this? Because remember back then you had to go AAA to get a C. And, it was stupid. But I guess it caught on. I guess I was wrong. Texting, yeah, I was wrong. So then so I continued to work there. I became a field engineer for Verizon Wireless, and we had a great life going. But Susie was very unhappy in her stressful printing job. It was a family-owned company, and it was a crappy place to work. But so she decided that, hey, why don't you let me become a realtor down at Lake of the Ozarks in the big resort area? And I said, cool, let's do it. So another cliff. We jumped out. We sold all of our rental properties in Kansas City and our home. And with that money, we bought a lake home on Lake of the Ozarks, mile marker 14. And it was a nice house. It was an okay house. We loved it. It had a big floating dock, huge. It was like as big as the house out there, and we had so many great parties out there and so many family memories out there, and dogs jumping off it. It was a great house, great. But what I will say, if anybody's watched the show The Ozarks, they kind of nailed the locals there. There'll probably be people that are pissed off at me for saying that, but they kind of did. Not that that's a bad thing. They're just good, plain folk, and but they really characterized them pretty well in the Ozarks. You know what? I screwed up. I jumped ahead of our schedule. My story. Before we left Kansas City, we tried in vitro fertilization. Susie couldn't have kids anymore, and that failed. Thank God. At one point in time, there was a possibility that she could have had triplets. So, God knew what he was doing there. And so, we let that go, and then about a year or 2 later, we became foster parents. And it was with the strict knowing that we wanted to become adoptive parents. And the foster care system, in case you don't know that, if you become a foster care parent and want to adopt kids, that adoption is free. You don't have to go to China to adopt a child. And you don't have to spend $50,000. There are plenty of American kids in America that need adoption. So I'm a big commercial for that. And it's free. Your state pays the adoption fees. So why people go to Russia or China to get kids when there's perfectly great kids? I got 2 of them available here in America. So we adopted. We had probably 15 foster kids, and there's 15 different stories there, and I'm not going to go into that. But it was a great experience, and I think every parent in America should have to go to foster parent training. It taught me so much that I didn't know about parenting. And people that think they're good parents, go to foster parent training. It really teaches you how to be a I think a better parent and how to handle things a little bit better. So now we've got the girls. We got a girl. We adopted a girl that was, by the time she was adopted with us, we got her when she was 9 months old. She was on her second birthday, just after her second birthday when we got her adopted. Emily, Christy, and then Emily was 6 when we finalized the adoption. And you know what? We had plenty of problems with those 2 girls, just like you'd have with any 2 babies that were born to you. So, you know, they try our patience and, you know, try to make us kill them several times? Yes, they did. And they both know it. And I think both of them would probably agree that they sucked at times. But so did we. So, you know, there are so many things that I could talk about that went on in the boys' life and in the girls' life, that there is no parenting manual that can possibly tell you what to do. We did our best, and, you know, sometimes your best probably isn't good enough, but we did our best to try to give them a good home. And so anyway, now we move on to Lake of the Ozarks. And I think I might, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. We're going to leave it at Lake of the Ozarks. And this was a long video this week, so hope you don't get too bored. But anyway, we're going to leave it at there. We left at Lake of the Ozarks. We got 4 kids now. 4 kids in Lake of the Ozarks, and both of us are unemployed. Yeah, we jump off cliffs together a lot. Next one will give you a laugh. So, do me a favor. You know what the favor is? We need 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Subscribe, people. Subscribe. Please subscribe. And, you know, even subscribing is the best thing you can do. But very close second is sharing these and liking these and giving me a comment down below. Tell me whether you like the video. Tell me whether you'd like me to talk about something else. Tell me what you want, and we will continue on this. But also remember to hit those 2 links, one for the Balance of Nature vitamins and one for becoming an affiliate marketing. Enroll yourself in affiliate school. All right? All right, until next Wednesday, and it might be postponed because we'll be coming into town, or it may be filmed in the car as we drive. We'll see. But we will come back with all kinds of content from mom and pop places all across Nebraska and South Dakota and Colorado and Minnesota for that matter. So we'll have tons of content to be feeding out to you on Mondays and Fridays. All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. It doesn't go unnoticed that you guys are watching, and watching Minnesota Travel Guy Speaks even more, and I really, really appreciate it. And I am so very, very grateful to the audience that I have. Thank you very much. Hey, go out there and be grateful in everything that you do. Thanks.